What's good, y'all? First things first, take a drink of water. A lot of this breaking news can dehydrate you. So let me just take a little drink of water real quick. All right, man, let's get it. Let's get it, fam. So we got Deontay Wilder turning down the Dazn offer, according to Boxing News 24.com. I'm gonna leave the link in the description to the article at the conclusion of this live stream. So the ones catching the playback, the link should already be in the description. Smash the like button, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. So here we are, man. Shout out to everybody that's coming in. Y'all hit the thumbs up as you come in. Samuel Shaw says salute Black. Charles D says smart man. Charles D also says what up Black. What's going on with y'all, man? So yeah, man, y'all give y'all honest assessment about this. If y'all feel like that's smart, you know what? The only thing about this, man, that the first thing I thought about was how everybody pretty much sharded all over Joshua when he turned down 50 million to face Deontay Wilder for one fight, if I remember correctly. What's up, Trav? He said, "Who's smart?" with three question marks. He says, "Turning down 100 million is smart." So man, let's get into this shit, man. So okay, so a lot of people sharded all over Joshua when he turned down 50 million for one fight, right? Um, so I mean, I just like it's kind of funny to me, man, that people was talking about how the offer was too low. The money, it was like a flat rate or something like that before. It was like what 15 million. Whereas now it seems like there is a lot of confirmed articles and sources that state that the 100 million is in the bag. Like I remember down to water was like a 50 million is in the bag, right? And it just seems like okay, the 100 million offer is there. Now I don't know all the particulars in the contract, so on and so forth. But like I say, this is the thing about it. Because I don't think a lot of us know all the deep details in the contract with Anthony Joshua turning down 50, you know. But according to his manager, Shelly Finkel, he's expected to reject three-fight, $100 million offer. Okay. That's a lot of money to turn down. And it's stating in the article that they don't know precisely why he turned down the money. Everybody, it's just a speculation in this article. It says it's possible that he might feel that the offer, which entails one fight against Brazil and two fights against IBF, WBA, and WBO heavyweight champion AJ, isn't for the type of money that the Joshua Wilder fight could bring in. It says if Wilder can make more money from his two fights with Joshua than the reported 40 million per fight offer from DAZN, then it would make sense for Wilder to reject the offer. Okay. I mean, nigga, give me the 40, AJ. You know what I'm saying? Give me that, nigga. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Anything, nigga, goddamn, anything with an M next to it, bro. I mean, we talking about more money than Wilder has ever made. Ever. So this is just it's amazing to me, man, how certain people in the world starving, man. Got a working 9 to 5. I know this man is in the hurt business and all of this stuff, but Wilder preaches this one face, one name in the whole division. That's what he preaches all the time. I like his how he motivates people. He speak it, believe it, receive it. Man, you spoke a lot of stuff into existence, Deontay Wilder. And an offer came on the table that pretty much eclipsed the offer. I mean, in one fight with AJ, according to the contract, that's only 10 million less, 10 million less than what you offered AJ. They offered AJ 50 million for one fight. They're offering Deontay Wilder 100 million for three. And in one fight versus AJ, he'll make 40 and then 40 and then a rematch. Now, I don't know all the numbers and all of that extra stuff, but we're not talking about this nigga getting kibbles and bits, them twos and fews. We talking about chunks of money, nigga, in three fights. This is retirement. This is like, you know what I mean? Hey, man, hey, this is beyond me. It is, man, when I think about it. I don't know if it's an ego thing on the PBC side. We don't know yet. I don't know if it's that they don't like the fact that this is gonna be on the DAZN terms. Um, they're getting a boatload of the maybe the viewership and so on and so forth. I don't know, man. But you know what, man? Real boxing fans are being robbed of a great fight, man. Of a great fight. We're talking about a red hot heavyweight division, something we ain't really seen in a long time. But finally, this division is just red hot. Deontay Wilder has talked himself up to the top. I mean, he's worked his way up to the top, and he's talked that shit. I'm the baddest man on the planet. And when you say you the baddest man on the planet, you got to be willing to prove that, man. You got to be willing to prove that. You got to be able to go into somebody's backyard, like Mikey doing, right? Mikey's doing it this weekend. Be the B side. Go in somebody's backyard. Be ridiculed. Say they can say you the underdog, whatever. Don't matter. But if you know that by winning you become the guy, why would you not take that fight, man? Why would you not take that offer? It ain't like Deontay Wilder ain't about money, because this is my biggest issue with it. This is my issue with it. Yeah, Arsenal Manic. I don't know what nationality you is, man. I ain't never even seen you before, man. But yeah, you gotta just chill on that. But I mean, I feel you where you coming from, but just chill out on the nigger comment, bro. Chill on that. Um, this is the thing about it. This is what makes me upset, is that you're gonna turn down 100 million offer from DAZN, where we can possibly watch AJ versus Wilder on DAZN for our subscription rate, probably, right? Because I don't know if they would try to do something different, like make that pay-per-view. However, Wilder is trying to face Dominic Brazil. Go and ask any casual motherfucker, anybody on the street, do they know who the hell Dominic Brazil is? He is trying to put that on Showtime pay-per-view. That is a goddamn tragedy. And this is the thing about it that I'm concerned about with Deontay Wilder. I think his ego is up there in the clouds, man. Where he think that he's too big of a name, and that no matter who he fight, it should just be on pay-per-view, and you just got it like that. Like you that big of a star to where you can fight leftovers of Joshua now. AJ already stretched this nigga. You can fight a leftover of AJ, and you're going to put a leftover of AJ on Showtime pay-per-view. Why? Because you're Deontay Wilder, the WBC champion? Man, Niggas gonna have to help me out on this one. That's my main thing with it. You know, like I say, I don't know the particulars in the contract of why he even turned down $100 million. It is what it is. You know, um, see, it's certain people, man, that act like they want to see the best fight the best, but a lot of people don't want to see that. A lot of them, a lot of them want their guy to remain undefeated so that they can keep hyping them up and say that this person is the baddest man on the planet, whoop de whoop, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? I want to see the fight because I want to know who really is the baddest man on the planet. I apply pressure. That's how I approach it. I'm like, you know what? I like you. I like your energy. If you feel that way, cool. But if you have not proved that yet, I'm not gonna just give you that stamp. Deontay Wilder and Errol Spence have similarities, man. And I hate to bring that nigga in this conversation, but I got the same vibe about Deontay Wilder as I do with Errol Spence. But to Deontay Wilder's credit, he's done a lot more. He's defended his title a lot more. But these guys got one title apiece. They believe they're pay-per-view stars. One believes that he's number one pound for pound if he beats Mikey. And they have not even cleaned out their damn division yet. And they think that the fans are just supposed to just pay for to see them fight not competitive fights. Fights that they are really expected to win. Pay-per-view. I sent the link out, Jalek. Let me get to y'all comments real quick, man. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. And then I'm gonna go in on Jay Leon, the joke love in a second. Trav says, that means Wilder's twice as dumb. What was the actual deal? Samuel says, I hope it's true. Please be true. Trav says, also says, if it's true, Deontay Wilder is the dumbest athlete in the history of sports. The article site is boxingnews24.com. It was just published, let me see, a couple hours ago. Let me get you another source too. Let me get another source, man. But this seems pretty legitimate. Seems very authentic that Deontay Wilder is going to turn down the offer. So, and there's also let me see who also tweeted this. Let me see real quick. Mike Coppinger. He tweeted, let me see how long ago. At 3:14 p.m. today, says Deontay Wilder is in the process of completing a deal. Multi-fight deal is May 18th. Oh, that was the 19th. Oh, wait. When did he do this? Yeah, it says, in the process of completing a new multi-fight deal, his May 18th fight versus Dominic Breazeale won't take place on DAZN. Wilder's co-manager Shelly Finkel confirmed. News conference on Tuesday. And but yeah. So according to Mike Coppinger, he tweeted this at 3:14 p.m. And then, like I say, also boxingnews24.com. But it's pretty much going viral. It's all over the place now, man. In a second, it's about to be all over the place. But yeah. So I don't know what other situation Wilder has that can surpass that offer when he can make that kind of money in 3 fights. You know, man, because I see a lot of people making big moves out here, man. People getting these big contracts, they making good bread. And according to what I'm seeing, these other guys getting, Deontay Wilder's on the lower end of what these other guys is making. You know, let me see. Wilder, Samuel Saw says, "Wow, 3 fight, $100 million." Shake my head. Wilder tripping. Nigga, give me a couple M's. Just give me a couple M's, AJ. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put that VOD on your ass. You know, I'm gonna get stretched, but give me my money. Give me my money. Trav says, "Get Jalico." Yeah, man, I sent him the link. He's trying to get his shit together. He's trying to come with something good. Let me see. Samuel Shaw says, "Where the hell is the zone getting all this money from to give these guys?" Charles D said, "Just seen on Boxing 24." Arsenal says some other channel calls him Dominic Bumzil. Who is he? He's like a failed American football player. There is no demand. Arsenal Manic also says 100 mil is astronomical if true. Someone that not long ago was getting $1 million per fight. What is the excuse now? I'm not making no excuse for the dude. Arsenal Manic. Hey, I honestly do not know what's going on with this, man. One thing about me, man, I'm just straight. I'm not a fanboy of none of these guys. Um, if I see something that's just like wow, because I get this is the thing about it. I immediately, when I saw this news break, I immediately thought about when everybody was giving AJ heat for turning down 50 million. But we talking about double up, nigga, like Harlem style. This 100 million. And in one of those fights, you're going to make 40, which is 10 million less than what you offered AJ. So it's like, you don't want to take 20 million. Like, okay, so he's turning down 20 million he would get to face Brazil from according to the sources, if that's authentic. 20 million he would get. Shout out to ones coming in, man. If y'all new, subscribe, man. Hit the bell icon and the like button. 20 million to fight Brazil. Who is a nobody? This is a leftover of AJ. AJ stretched this dude. Stretched him. But Deontay Wilder wants us to pay pay-per-view to see him beat a leftover. This is what's mind-boggling to me. Wilder, okay, cool. You are American champion, but god damn it, nigga, I do not want to see you fight a leftover of AJ on pay-per-view. What the? Come on, man. How does that make sense? Like, who's up for that? I'd rather watch you on Dazn fight him. You get your bag, get your 20 million to fight him, which is really absurd. Like, I don't even know why you even get that much money to fight Brazil. And then get 40 a fight in 2 fights with AJ? What in the universe is going on? But maybe he feels like he's going to get more money from Heyman and pay-per-views, Showtime pay-per-views, to fight Dominic Brazil in one fight. But you're going to turn down that. Who are you going to fight after that? Who? You're going to just hope that Fury's going to keep his word? And oh man, I don't know what's up with. I don't know what's going on, bro. I really don't. I'm actually low key disgusted with the shit, man. I'm low key disgusted with it. You know, I'm a guy that I just want to see this fight, man. I'm so sick of the dumb running around and A side, B side, this low ball offer, this, that, and the third. But when 100 million is on the table, that's not enough. Oh man, what is? And this is the thing about it. This is why I gotta keep flaming when it comes to the PBC side. It's always, I mean, I know it's politics on whatever promoting, whatever side, but these motherfuckers, it's just like it's egos or something. Charles D says Canelo got 30 for fielding. He says the damn politics are killing the game. I mean, this is fans. We're not getting what we want, man. We are not getting what we want. It's very few and far between, man. We getting the actual fights we actually want to see. Two of the hottest fights in boxing is Wilder versus Joshua, Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. We're not getting that. Those are the mega fights. That's real pay-per-view. That's real pay-per-view. Not Wilder Brazil, nigga. Like, come on, man. Like, he gonna come out next week and announce my next fight. I'm facing Dominic Brazil. Showtime pay-per-view. Ah, man, fuck out of here. Let me drink some water, bro. Drink some water. This should be dehydrating me, dog. Thinking about this dumb shit. Thank you, Tank. Charles D. Absolutely. Loma Tank is another good one. What's up, bro?
Black, what's good, man? What's happening?
It ain't too much good going on in the world of boxing, man, with this dumb shit.
So I ain't get a chance. I seen Trav thing. I thought Trav was trolling. So he literally turned down 100 million.
Bruh, according to Boxing News 24, and I mean, like I say, the sources is popping the ball. It's pretty much exploding all over the place now.
Yeah, I gotta now. Now the only thing I can think of that'll make him turn it down, maybe he got offered 80 million, 85, and he still got a relationship with him, and he's like, forget the 15 million. And because I'm sure Fox and Showtime might have increased, they gonna have to increase the deal. So they probably went back and forth because he's hot right now. You know what I mean? It's
Who's
like
hot?
when you Deontay Wilder, since he's a free agent. If they offer him 100, then Showtime had to offer him more. I don't think he's gonna take way less. That's something don't sound right there, unless you know, you do your Hollywood Chronicles. I don't. You never know, Black. Maybe he was like, they might have said he had to do certain. You get what I'm saying? I don't. That sound crazy. That sound crazy for him to turn that down. I wish I was. I don't be. It's probably more to it than that, Black. It has to be, because that seemed crazy. Because Homeboy is a good fighter, but he'll stop him. Brazil, man, that's crazy right there, man. I'm thinking that Fox had to give up that deal, because what's going to happen, Black? This will have a train reaction. If he signs, like Eddie Hearn was saying, the death of pay-per-view will start. It might not be right away, but it would definitely start, because that means Wilder is gone. Then everybody else gonna go. Whatchamacallit gonna be Jamal Charlo gonna go, and then it's basically ain't gonna be no too many fights on pay-per-view except Bud Crawford, but he doesn't really have as many people to fight. So the powers that be that really make that bread behind the scenes that we don't know, they some things had to happen, because Fox pay-per-view, they make a lot of money off of that, or Showtime pay-per-view, they make a lot of money off pay-per-view, so they definitely don't want pay-per-view to end, so they didn't have no choice but to offer them money. Man. They had to. 100 million, man, come on, man. Unless he can make more, I don't see how he can. Let me think. Now, if it does 1 million pay-per-views at $80 a piece, that's 80 million. Usually off the top, you got to give 40 million to the distributor, unless they cut a better deal with Fox. Because when it was on HBO, you get 40 million up the front, so you left with 40 million. Then you're looking at the gate, and then you're looking at overseas money and also sponsorships. So maybe he can make more than 40 million in the fight. I'm hoping so, because one thing, Black, injuries come up and certain things happen in fights where retina, certain things like that. I hate for that to happen, man. That's crazy right there.
This nigga Angel said this is probably a mistake of epic proportions.
Yeah, I hope not.
Oh my goodness, man.
I don't. I'm a for right now, until I see more details, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for right now, because that doesn't seem.
Do you know how much benefits come with $100 million, though? Since we want to talk about benefits of the doubt, bro, I'm just saying.
I gotta give him the benefit of the doubt, because say if for this next fight he's gonna make 20 million against Brazil on his own, and then he fight AJ next.
But on pay-per-view, though.
Oh, it is it. That's what I don't know.
This is what this nigga is trying to do. He's turning down the zone, and then he's going to next week announce his next fight is against Dominic Brazil on Showtime pay-per-view.
Yeah, that would be.
This is a leftover. This is a guy who AJ stretched.
Yeah, that won't hardly do no pay-per-views. That'll do like maybe.
Where are you going to make 20 million in a pay-per-view fight versus Brazil?
Yeah, I hope his ego ain't telling him to do that. If that's the, it appears that way. Hopefully he's making the right choice, man. I don't. Do you think even Al Heyman would tell him to do that because he don't want to lose his pay-per-view guy?
Hey, ain't he the advisor, right?
Hmm?
He advises
He's
these
an
guys,
advisor,
right?
yes. I don't see what the benefit of it is because the more money his fighters make, the more money he makes. So I don't see. I'm trying to look at it from different perspectives to see why Al Heyman would tell him not to take the fight.
You know why? For the same reason why Hearn would tell AJ not to take the $50 million offer.
Yeah, so maybe he got some. I don't know.
Because
Maybe
PBC, Heyman, how they gonna eat off that?
maybe
How
some. Yeah.
how is Hearn gonna eat off AJ taking the 50 million offer when they getting all of the damn pay-per-views? And you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is Wilder got 100 million offered to him. AJ got 50. And in one fight, 40 million to fight AJ. And then in the second fight, another 40 million. That one of those fights with AJ is only 10 million less than what he offered AJ in one fight, which is 50.
Yeah, it has to be more to it than
Hey,
that. It has to be, man. That doesn't sound right because maybe they can make more money overseas, or we just don't know. Like, because word on the streets, how Heyman fighters always get more than what their bout sheet says. So, and the only way I can see him taking less money if it was like a small percentage less. You know what I mean? Because I'm thinking if I'm working construction, right? Somebody offer me $50 an hour or 20, I'm definitely take the 50. Then if somebody be like, they offer you 40, somebody offer you $50 an hour, but you break the numbers down, you might have to travel farther, or might got to move to another state where the cost of living is higher. I hope he make the right decision, man.
man, this is
'Cause some
when this is when the conversations of the wrong side of the streets, networks, excuses, and all of that stuff come up, man. We seen it with Spence. You know what I mean? Like
right,
this is a pattern I'm starting to see, man, on the PBC side. Now, I'm not saying that other networks, other promoters don't do little whatever shit, shady stuff or
right.
whatnot. But I remember Wilder saying 50 million is in the bag. And I've heard from different sources that confirmed that the 100 million was in the bag.
Yeah,
50 million on one hand, 100 million on another.
right.
So it's just really hard for me to wrap my mind around it. I know a lot of people is gonna be really just deep in thought to help, what I'm saying, come up with an explanation for this shit because, but this, and like I say, this is what upsets me is the fact that because you brought up the pay-per-view, it's gonna
Mhm.
kill pay-per-view shit. I think that this is what they're trying to prevent from happening.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's other people involved that we don't even know that's behind the scenes. Because Heyman working with like investors and things like that, so their side is there. But then you got these rich dudes that's working for DAZN, that's billionaire. They putting money into it, so it's like a battle. And who knows? They might be friends. A lot of people appear to be against each other, but really they be cool with each other. So.
And then we talking about more money than Wilder's ever made. Okay, do you know how much he made when he fought Fury?
That's I know the bout sheet. I think I remember seeing it, but I'm hearing that
Because I
it's different.
believe I don't know what he made on the back end,
Exactly.
but we talking about not relying. If they offer you 100 million, this is not has nothing to do with pay-per-views. You feel me? So we talking about like, bro, I ain't even got to worry about how many pay-per-views that's gonna sell. I'm gonna get 20 for this, 40 for that, 40 for that.
Yeah. and you don't gotta care about the
Arsenal,
sales.
Arsenal Manic. I think you're right. I think it's somewhere around 5 or 6 million, if I'm not mistaken. It's somewhere on the lower end of in the not even in the teens of millions. So I don't know. They always talk about this mysterious Al Heyman back end money shit that they get.
Yeah, I
A
wish I
report,
don't. Yeah, I don't
which
know.
I
I don't
can't get
know.
with all that. Like, what is it? Like, when does niggas get all super? Mayweather always like, nigga, I made 300 million for this fight. I
Yeah,
made
he
100
talk
million.
about back end money
Why
because
is it so mysterious when it comes to these other little million money making niggas? Like, why y'all money so mysterious? But why Mayweather was making money, way more money than all of y'all, and he like, nigga, I'll show you the check.
yeah, I heard when you work for like Bob Aaron, they take a lot of money out, and then you're I think they get paid off of like t-shirts and all that. But when you got a promoter, your promoter probably get a cut off your t-shirt sales. I guess it's like the record business a 360 deal. So maybe with Heyman, you getting all the money after you pay Heyman, and then you pay people in your corner. So you getting more of the money from like the ticket sales and different things like that. I don't know. That's the only I don't know how else they would do it. And then maybe maybe it's something with they get a percentage of every time they show the fight, like residual money. If they show the fight in like Tokyo or something like that, I don't know. I don't know that inside out of it, but I'm curious to see, because this is the news. It's always different sides to the story, and when you're dealing with that amount of money, it's curious to see because yeah, who knows if it's really 100 million for one. If it's not, then why he did take it down? That's what that's what I need to know, because he did mention, I heard him on a Boxing Voice. He did mention how loyal he was, but phew,
Talking about Wilder,
yeah, he said I'm
loyalty to who?
loyal. He
Loyal
said
to
he
who?
looking over stuff. He just a loyal person, like his team, like his
Mm-hmm.
D's, Shelly Finkel,
And his team
Heyman.
is but PBC, right?
Yeah, and not just PBC, to his trainer, which is also his manager, which I found out. I was like, okay, you got to pay him trainer money, management money, Shelly Finkel, the other black dude that be training him. So he got a lot of people that he has to pay out.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the zone is more powerful than we actually thought, man?
They're definitely good for boxing. I will tell you that. They're definitely good for boxing, and what they're doing is they're kind of doing what PBC Al Heyman did a few years ago. Remember, they would pay fighters a certain amount of money, but Al Heyman would pay the fighters more money and then have more leverage. So they're definitely increasing the sport, and they definitely coming to win. Like they did serious because they got the dude that used to be running ESPN. So I would say I definitely say they're good for the sport.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody only want their fighters to fight on their network. Because who else is that true about 5 million for Tank Davis and Farmer?
What, the offer?
Yeah, you think that's real?
If at this point, if it's coming from I heard that it was a great offer. That was,
Yeah.
of course, more money. Once again, another situation, more money than Tank has ever seen,
Mm-hmm.
and it was offered to him. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? I just don't know what's up with
Yeah,
that.
because
Like,
I definitely don't think he making 5 million, but it's a control thing too. Some people, I mean,
absolutely, man.
some people
I think it
rather
is, bro.
you make less money as long as they can say this is going to really test how loyal
I mean, because
Floyd
you,
is
because
to
you think
Tank.
about it, and I hate to cut you off, but it's like when you think about it, Deontay Wilder fights on the zone, promotes the zone. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you bringing shine to the zone. If you're not fighting on Fox, CBS, then it's just like, well, who the fuck is our, you know what I mean, going to bring the shine to our platform? You know what I mean? Whereas I'm a boxing fan. I don't give a shit about none of these networks like that.
Me
Like
neither.
they're not
Nobody
paying
cares
me, dog.
about that. Yeah, they not.
So I don't give a damn if Wilder fight on DAZN, if he fight on ESPN, if he fight on PBC Fox. But I'm just like, go where the smoke is, my nigga. Like, you want to become undisputed, you want to become one face, one name. Man, you got to work whatever you need to work out to make that happen. You can't be out here talking about you baddest man on the planet, and you ain't even fought the other baddest man on the planet. The guy that got more belts than you, that's beating, you know what I'm saying? Beat the guy that you getting ready to fight. Your leftover is like that's you got to put yourself in the same thing. I feel with and I think a lot of there's other fighters that actually get it. like let's say we look at the middleweight division, right? We got Triple G, Danny Jacobs, Canelo, all on Dazn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Andrade, Demetrius Andrade.
Mm-hmm.
You better go where that smoke is. If you in that division, fuck trying to please,
Yeah, because
your
the ego.
your godfather, whatever, you know what I'm saying, Heyman and all that shit. Like if he's an advisor, then he gonna advise you to make the best decision for your career, your legacy, and whatever the case.
Yeah,
And then I'm gonna ask you a question, man. Like, do you think that Wilder is a little intimidated to take this risk, man, to just really, because it's like once you sign this deal, this is it, nigga. This is the this is like the Super Bowl. Like, we gonna really find out if you the baddest man on the planet because
mm-hmm.
you about to fight Anthony Joshua. You see what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua. So do you think he's just not ready? I mean, let me just look at both sides. Like, he's coming off a rough performance versus Tyson Fury. Rough. Okay. I personally thought he lost the fight. I'm glad he got the draw. Cool. You know, he thought he was gonna get the rematch with Fury. It didn't even seem like he was even considering an option with AJ at first. You know, then this offer comes, he still's turning it down. Do you think his confidence might be in question right now?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think so because AJ would be an easier fight than Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? Even though AJ has more power, but AJ will be an easier fight to me, in my opinion, than Tyson Fury based on styles. And it'll make him even more money. And like you said, it will allow him to have all four belts, which allow him to have that controlling position and that leverage. But one thing I do know, all those guys, the circle is small, just like in the boxing world, the TV network circle is small. It's less than 6 degrees of separation. So they all work with each other. And like you say, a lot of times you might think people are enemies, but you never know. My best advice for you, Water, if you listening, man, get your money, but don't do nothing. Don't sign none of them crazy contracts where you gotta um you gotta do some crazy stuff. You need to do that holiday. You need to do that chronicle joints for the boxing, Black, because you never know what goes on. Because that's the entertainment world too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Right.
But
Right.
who knows what they doing? Who knows? Like real talk. Like I don't know. When you doing that type of money, they might have said you can't say this. There might be a lot of things in that contract
Right.
that
What
we
what,
don't
what
even
type
know
of
about.
what type of pledge? What type of
Exactly. We
you know
don't.
what I
We
mean?
really don't know.
Fraternal shit you
Exactly.
involved in where you just feel like you can't go get that bag.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And Wilder, I don't think he's the type to do that. So maybe on the outside, it may be like, whoa, but maybe he might write a book one day, or you just know, read between the lines and can see. It remains to be seen, man. That's what I'm trying to, play this, see different perspectives, and we gotta see. I must, got my eye on the zone and see how they start behaving and see how they moving, see how certain fights play out with Jacobs, and you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we,
I mean, you know what? I mean, like I said, I had to ask you the question with, Wilder, he feels confidence is question. Like, I don't want to believe that either. But you
mm-hmm,
know what? Like how I'm sorry, man, I've been missing y'all's comments. Akuma's Deceptions, shout out to you, man. He says, I think it's Finkel that's fucking this shit up. Like, I feel like that's been a long going theme in the sport of boxing where talented boxers who
mm-hmm,
have no fear, they got plans and goals, they are held back by greedy managers or promoters, and they're holding these guys back from
mm-hmm,
really going to get the money that they really should get and deserve to get. But if they can't eat off your plate, you feel
mm-hmm.
me? It's like it's nothing in it for me. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe Heyman or this guy Finkel is like really trying to discourage this guy from actually going to get what's really his. Get your money, go
Yeah,
after some titles.
that's something that yeah, and that's something that a lot of promoters do because
Mhm.
they want control, which I feel like Eddie Hearn done with the $50 million, because like I said, they care about control more than anything. You're a product to them. So for them to do that, Heyman has more fighters. I'm trying to think from Heyman's perspective, because I mean, it seemed like he got way more fighters. He got Errol Spence, but like I said earlier, once one person goes, if you don't got no contract, then they all gonna start going. Trust me,
Mm.
they all gonna start going, and everybody gonna seem to love that app because I mean, shit, you can get the app on your Xbox, like you can still watch it on your TV.
Yeah, bro.
It's not like you can't. Only thing that it prevents you from doing, and I'm sure they got a fix for that coming, is like being at the bar or something. You know what I mean? Because bar you can just order the pay per view, which you got to pay mad money more than it's more than $80 when you order at a business than what you do for there. But I mean, it's coming though. I'm actually glad that the zone is out there because I like the fighters that make as much money as possible. But at the same time, I don't want nobody to get hurt or jerked or I sign no seek do something to, you know, dishonor who they really are. You know, some crazy stuff
Mm-hmm.
just for money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Summer Shaw saying that so is these DAZN backers giving out money for their own entertainment because I don't see how they can get a return off some of these fighters.
That's true.
Angel Santos says Samuel DAZN is massive in Africa and Europe and Middle East and
Yeah.
Asia. Says more people live there in multiple continents, bro. So I mean, we don't even know they could probably get drawing money from more than just boxing. So I saw somebody's comment. They said something like,
Let's look up more.
he
Yeah.
said oligarchs got money to burn, and then Angel Santos co-signed what he said. Like maybe they got bread to burn. Like maybe the backers of the zone is not really hurting. They probably looking down the line like, okay, this is an investment. I'm gonna get my return in due time. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. But what we do know is these niggas throwing money out, nigga. They throwing bread out there. They throwing big numbers out there. Fight numbers that these fighters ain't never had seen before, and a lot of them is taking these offers. Like before, say like what 6 months to a year ago,
You're
they
right.
was talking hella shit about the zone. Like man, this shit's failed. Eddie Hearn, woo woo. You know what I mean? So because his name was affiliated with the zone, and so they thought
Right.
the zone was just gonna be trash. They wasn't gonna get enough subscriptions and all of this, but they know that they gotta get the product to get the subscriptions. The product is the fighters, the big name fighters.
Yeah,
They already got the cash cow.
they got it
Canelo.
looks I'm looking at them here because they in whole other country, Japan, Germany, Austria, and they also in a lot of those countries they showing regular American football, man, and they showing basketball, so they doing a whole lot. They showing soccer. It looks like they do gaming too. Let
Man,
me
them
see. They
niggas.
doing gaming. You know that gaming bread is popular too.
I mean,
Gaming.
so it's they probably got so many different revenue streams that
Exactly.
they like, well, we got to put some money, invest some money into this because we want to grow in the boxing. Like boxing is probably just the like they barely just getting started,
Yeah,
but
they just
they
need
got
to. Yeah.
bread. It's just like a nigga who got bread, but he don't really know everything there is to know about some shit. When he get into it, he just got the bread. Like, man, what can I do? What can I invest this money in? I got all this bread, but what can I invest in to where I can make some big bread with this down the line? They probably see like, damn, you know what? Let's just get into this boxing shit. You know what I mean? Because if they already got other stuff, you know what I mean, going on,
Right.
it's like,
Because they do. I'm looking at their site. Like, I mean, they got 4 different divisions. They got perform media, perform content, perform gaming, and the zone. The zone is a whole separate entity amongst their other stuff because the parent company is Perform Group. So, I mean,
bruh.
if you got what 10 million people paying $10 a month, that's 100 million a month.
So
Shit.
the question is, can these other networks are they going to even be able to compete with the zone
That's what
in
we
a
don't
minute?
know. And
Because these niggas playing a different type of game, nigga. It's like nigga, they playing real
that's
chess,
true.
different type of chess game right here.
That's true though. That's a whole nother story because if you think about it, that's what everybody want anyway. Only challenge they're gonna have is being able to show it at like Hooters that be showing the fights, Buffalo Wild Wings or whatever. That's the only challenge they're gonna do. And then um that's the only challenge they're gonna do. But if you really think about it too, um they got smart TVs in the business. So if it's $80 for a pay-per-view for a consumer, it depends on how many people gonna come. So if you got a business that seats 500 people, then I'm just using numbers. I don't know the exact numbers. You probably gonna have to pay for that same pay-per-view. You probably gonna have to pay maybe $1,000 or more just for that one pay-per-view. But if you can pay $10 at a business for that pay-per-view, so not only that, that's going to change the game. So that's going to make everybody happy, consumer and businesses. The only people that's going to be messed up in the game is Showtime pay-per-view. But to really think about it, Black Showtime, they don't even really make their money off boxing. That's probably a 0.5% or 1% of their people subscribers that even has Showtime, because boxing isn't like basketball, you know what I mean? So, and then Fox is already is what it is. This is play money with them when it comes to this boxing. But I think Fox has something to do with Sky Sports overseas. I gotta look that up though. Sky Sports, because that's who whatchamacallit fights on in the UK.
Man, dude, I'm telling you like this, man. And then the main purpose of me even doing this live stream, man, it's like we gotta discuss this shit, man, because nigga, we can't keep continuing to get pimped. You know what I'm saying? By these promoters, by these fighters that want to put shit on pay-per-view. And like I'm not like I say, I like Deontay Wilder, and I know he's about his money too. But at the end of the day, like who said that in the chat? Shout out to Arsenal Man. He says, not a working man, woman with low budget from poor nations can afford the $10 per month. This was a smart idea to have Netflix for sport. Like, when you can make a good product affordable, nigga, you talking about residual income.
Residual
is a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother level than just you making a big deal for one event. Once that event is over, it's a wrap. Like,
exactly. And I already know what's going to happen. I've done a video on my John like 2 weeks ago that they're going to start offering 2-year subscriptions where they give you 2 months for free. So that will help with their retention rates, because everybody don't want churning up. People, they don't want you to get it for one fight and stop. They want it to be every month. So in order for them to do that, that's where the year goes in, because a year will be 120. So if they give it to you for $100, then I mean you got 2 months free. So that's a win-win. You get an extra month for free, and it's helpful for them because they got that money coming in for a whole year. You won't, and if the customer is satisfied, then they're gonna say, you know what, this was a good product. Let me go ahead and subscribe for another year. That's really gonna change the game once they start doing that. Man, Showtime better watch out, man.
It's over, bro. I think, man, we are already seeing the ship sink. I mean, we already seen HBO out of here. It's like, who's next? It seems like Dazn and them, they just getting started with this boxing shit. Other niggas that's been already around for a long period of time, like say Showtime, I mean ESPN, they feel like it seems like they just getting started. They got the app, right? It's like it seems like Dazn and ESPN is on a whole nother level with it right now. Whereas Showtime, nigga, hey, they better you know, figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Figure that shit out, because I'm gonna let it be known, bro. They're not gonna pimp me, and I don't give a damn what the fuck Deontay Wilder got to say next week about and how great they want to promote this fight. I will not buy pay-per-view for a goddamn Dominic Brazil. I'm just not gonna do it. And they have shown me consistently, especially this year.
Live real quick.
Yes, fam. What's going on, my brother? We got Angel
Santos. What up, man?
What's up, my brother? Man?
I hope, man. I seen you in the chat, man. I don't know about this, man. I hope. I don't think, man.
Right,
I can't.
Let's hear it, bro.
I'm just remember Black when we was talking like a few months ago. You know, it was like last
year.
And you know, I was telling Black about the whole YouTube boxing pay-per-view idea, right? And you know, getting the analytics and all this from Google and YouTube and all this.
Yeah.
The subscriber base and the users of YouTube, it's what we figured it out. It was like 1.8 billion.
Yeah, I think 3 billion or something crazy like that. Yeah,
it was something crazy like that, but it was like 3 billion users daily or some trash like that, right? But like 1.8 billion to 2 billion people that are actually subscribers that actually have a channel of some sort or account on YouTube.
Right.
So, and we did that, you know, and you know, I did the little math, you know, even a fraction of that, like what did I say, like 3%, you know, is some like, you know, 200 million or something, you know, some odd number like that or whatever. And I told you, remember I told you, I was like, look, now every, it's gonna be pay-per-view, or what the Zone's doing is a subscription per month. So you're not gonna charge someone that lives in bumfuck Thailand that only makes the equivalent of $2 American per week, $10 American a month. You're not gonna do that, right? What you're gonna do is, if you go to Oanda, is a currency converter. You look at the currency, right, to the US dollar, and then you match whatever in that region, the normal, economy there, the normal, what a regular laborer like me and you here in the US make over there. You charge them something reasonable that they can afford at their level. So imagine, somewhere in bumfuck Thailand or something, or somewhere in Brazil, somebody's, a dollar, one US American dollar is a lot for these people, right? So you're not going to charge them $10 American. You're going to charge them maybe $1 because they get, $1 buy them this, and the third, and it's worth this much in their currency. So $1, imagine that, you times that by 1 million, 2 million, 3 million subscribers, you make it steep, and then you slowly bring the price up, as it gets more popular, as demand starts increasing, because obviously demand is going to increase. You get more subscriber base, you got to get more servers, you got to charge a little more. Just like Netflix wasn't always $10 in the very beginning. Netflix used to be streaming for like $6 at one point,
and it just went up.
And it just went up little by little. So this is how the Zone is growing. It's kind of like what I've been saying about my YouTube pay-per-view idea, but they doing it with the subscription. It's not a pay per fight. It's pay for the whole subscription, and then you have multiple sports. So they just don't have boxing. They have
that is true. I forgot about that. Yeah,
people that watch darts, people that we all laughed and was like, oh, right. It's funny, throwing darts and all this stuff. But people watch these things.
Yeah, that's
true. They do cricket out there. That's a popular sport. They do soccer. Okay, they do Formula One race cars. There's a lot of money in Formula One racing. It's like the same kind of money that goes into golf or goes into tennis. That type of money, that super upper elite class money.
Right.
So the backers of the Zone, them losing that's chump change. 365 million that they gave to Canelo, that's a sneeze to them. They coughed that.
How much Triple G? How much did Triple G get? Because I heard he got equity in the joint.
I think he got like
50 million. Is it 50?
How much over 6 fights? How much was it?
I think it's like 50.
They didn't announce it. I don't think they're gonna announce somebody.
It's like 50 million, and then he get the proceed from the tickets that they sell too. Okay.
And then he also get for his promotional company. So 50 million over 6. That's almost like 8 million a fight average. Over 6 fights,
8 to 10 million, and you count.
Once again, probably more money than he ever made.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, is he still with Tom Loeffler?
I don't know.
Because I noticed I haven't seen him. He might have just got Tom Loeffler out the game.
Well, I know. For one, they when they announced it, or they had a press conference, there was something about Tom Loeffler wasn't there, but he was a pallbearer somewhere else in another country and all this stuff.
That's strange. I don't want to
get into that because that's hearsay and all this stuff. Who knows what's going on? But the fact of the matter is, Triple G got his own promotional company. He's smartened up, and he's doing business for himself for the most part. So which is good. He finally smartened up for his personal team, But like back to what I was saying is with the Zone, for them to offer this kind of money, it's nothing for them, because when you have multiple multi-billionaire backers,
true,
they have this money that they throw 100 million here, 350 million to Canelo. That is nothing to these people. It's nothing. It's they're gonna get something back from it, and what they're counting on is the future. They're trying to corner the whole market, the whole world. It's a world app. Okay, we want to talk about the new world order. Well, this is the new app order.
Yeah, that changed the game.
New app order.
That changed the game. Yeah, because just like just like iTunes, and then now iTunes turned into
Exactly.
Apple Music. So you gotta stuff is changing though. Like,
Case in
man,
point. Thank you.
when it
Case in
came out, I
point.
was like, yeah, the only thing that was hurting it, Homeboy was talking a lot, but I think they're gonna have it where Homeboy is talking less and being the face of it, Eddie Hearn, a little bit. You know what I mean? They might hire somebody else to be more of the face of it, so that way their public image with people, because this the way he be, getting into it with other promoters and stuff like that. So that kind of devalued his own brand. But other
I
than
mean,
that,
Eddie Hearn got a lot of powerful friends. A lot of powerful friends, especially his dad. Eddie Hearn's dad is a real accountant. And
yeah, he
he
didn't count.
he's an accountant that comes from the same school that people that run the Bank of England and all this stuff. Very, very powerful people that run the real power that runs the whole entire globe, which is the
Right,
financial power.
right.
Okay, the financial oligarchs, those kind of people. So you know, that's all I gotta say on that.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, shout
Somebody,
out to Angel because man, he really into the finance shit, man.
yeah.
He pay attention to numbers and that. I'm glad you came on, bro. Because the whole time I'm doing this, I'm thinking about you. Cause I seen you in the chat, and I'm like, yeah, man, I would love this nigga. That's why I dropped the link in the what I'm saying, the hangout. But yeah,
No,
bro,
I don't know everything, man. I know what I know. And I
don't
just
be
I
don't
just
be
speak on
modest, nigga. You know some
I
shit.
just speak what I know about, man, and I can't. I don't speculate, and I don't do all the. I do my research. I read a lot. If I get into the Wall Street Journal and all this, and something I've been doing for quite a long time, and
So
I
you
just
saying
I just know
they
what
got
I know,
money to
man.
burn? So you saying Jamal Cello definitely need to come over there as well as Tank? You think
Nigga,
they should
what
just
is he
Probably
waiting
because
for?
you gotta see that Showtime, ESPN, as big as they are, they're big over here. This is a world market. Boxing and
Mhm.
sports is a world market.
That's true.
Right,
Okay,
right.
and these apps are really offered. They're not offered anywhere and everywhere, and then they don't price them
They
to
different.
where
That's true.
the common man everywhere around the world could get to. Whereas the zone has pretty much they go by region, they go by what somebody can afford in
That's
their region.
tremendous, bro. That's
But these
So when
tremendous
same
you
right
do
fights
there.
though,
that,
you
You
you make
can't
it
changing the
get
game.
affordable
you
because
can't get the
even
Zone USA. It's different.
it's
Like
different. All
the
of them is
Zone here,
different
yeah. You're not
because
gonna be able to get the fights here than you can in if you was in Germany. So it'll be different. Certain countries will be the same, but not all of them though.
right, not all of them, man. But the thing is, here's the thing: the Zone is an app, and then not everybody has television in every country, but for the most part, and even a third world country, you go to the grimiest parts of Asia, Africa, Middle East, they always got a phone.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
always
bro.
got something to download apps from on that phone.
I be fucking watching the cooking networks and shit. Niggas be out there like in the woods and shit. They
And they got
catch
a phone.
something, cook them, and they got their channels. Them niggas got hella subs. So these niggas be on social media, bro. I be like,
They probably
wow,
they probably can't live
they
stream
want to
because
be
they're
involved and in
poor.
part of what's going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't got the best internet, but they probably can't live stream and all that. They probably can't live stream the fight as it
nigga,
happens,
that should be
but they just
clear.
have to press. They have the option on there to where they download it the show that they're gonna watch, and it takes time for them to download it because the internet is slow. But guess what? They're gonna download. They got the app. They subbed. They downloaded it, and they're gonna watch it eventually. It might not be right at that minute while me and you watching it because we have fast connections, but
Mhm.
they will watch it eventually.
Yeah,
But this is why they pay their equivalent to a $1 for us, you know,
yeah, man.
and they're probably paying something like half half a week, half a day's um, salary or whatever. But at least they got their sports, they got their entertainment,
They got the entertainment, right? Entertainment, man, is
it's
global,
key.
man. It's
It's
key. Everybody
global,
need entertainment, man. Shit, keep
exactly.
get you away from what's everyday work and shit. Go watch some.
The
Yeah,
zone is regional, and they go by the popularity of the sport within that region. So they
mm,
can't get to it. Somebody can't always get to the main market on the main street and watch the TV there. But they got the app on their phone. They download it. They watch it later, and they probably be in the field watching got a little break in the field, boom. Somewhere in Vietnam or something like that, one of those countries, and they got the phone. I'm gonna watch real quick, boom. I'm watching cricket. I'm watching darts or something,
Yo,
and that's how they do it.
Samuel, you sound like a casual. Tank can't make no moves until he's out of his TMT contract. TMT ain't signed to a network, Samuel. They can go wherever they want to go.
Maybe he's saying, but he can't call his shots if he's in a contract to TMT.
He's with Al Heyman.
That's TMT is Floyd, right?
Yeah, his advisor is Al Heyman, so he can come over to the zone. He's not signed to no Why not? You got other promoters doing it. You got Triple G Promotions thing. I mean, why not? You got I don't know if Danny. Well, he signed to Metro USA.
I just see a lot of PBC fighters, man, turning down great opportunities, man. Opportunity that's going to elevate them to a whole nother level, and it just seems like they're holding themselves back, or somebody else is holding them back, and then they'll turn around and then try to, you know what I'm saying, milk the fans for some shit that ain't really what we want to see. They'll fight some, non-qualified opponent, and they want us to pay for that shit. Like, come on, dog.
I think once they see that they can make money outside, and then if they making money outside the country, they're not gonna get taxed on that money. So once they start seeing other guys do it and getting money, and then they're not getting taxed, they're not paying taxes on these millions of dollars, because you don't have to, because you done made the income somewhere else. Damn. So who says I got to pay the taxes here? Nobody. There's no law that says that the government can tax me if I'm making money outside the country. Okay. So once they figure that out, it's like if you go to Britain or somewhere, or England somewhere, and if I go to England right now, right, or another country, I go to a casino, I ain't got to pay taxes. I won my bread, I ain't got to pay no taxes. Over here, what you got to do? You want something? What they give you when you win over like a certain amount of money? They give you a 1099 over here all the time. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to report that. Okay.
So I got a question for y'all. So what up and comer should go to the zone? So you think Shakira Stevenson eventually she should go? You think Jaron Ennis should go to the zone? Do you think Teofimo Lopez should go to the zone too? Because especially Jaron Ennis, who's having some guys trying to get him. He in a contract situation right now. He's supposed to be with Cameron Duncan Promotions, but another dude saying he's signed to him. Do you think he should go to the zone?
I mean, bro, go where it's best, man. Go shit. With all the shit that you've been saying, Angel, I'm like, what the fuck, man? It just makes it.
And I'm not trying to big up the zone. I'm not trying to favor one app against the other. I'm just speaking by the numbers, man. What I know how money works. I know what money does. I know when you have your finances right. I just know what I know, and I'm just speaking. Money makes the world go round, does it not? Okay, so my thing is, where the grass is green, you graze to, right? That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not trying to push one app against the other. I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
we ain't no bias over here. We got to speak that real.
Yeah.
If who would it want to do the same amount of work that you're doing, but you're gonna make more money doing it somewhere else, and then you're not gonna get taxed for it? See what I'm getting at? You know what I'm saying? Like, what sense does that make? Why am I doing the same amount of work and I'm not getting the same return? Any financial person would tell you, you go where your biggest return can go. You go where the grass is greener. Straight, because at the end of the day, loyalty is loyalty and everything like that. But at the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks.
True.
Yep.
If the truth is there, because
and it's nothing personal. It's not saying, oh, this motherfucker's a sellout. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Because if somebody fucking offered you $150 million to do a certain thing, you'll probably fucking do it and sell your fucking soul. Why? Because you're looking out for you and yours at the end of the day. Straight up.
So you gonna sell your soul, Angel?
I'm not gonna do that. But I'm just saying.
All right,
I'm
you
just
said that
saying.
shit. I'm joking with
He
you, man.
I'm
start
just
getting
saying.
implants and
Look,
shit.
but you're not pay attention to what I said. If you looking out for you and yours,
Uh-huh.
you and your immediate family, as a man, you're gonna do what you got to do, and that's any sensible person that has half a brain would do that. Straight up.
Yeah, man.
I'm not saying sell your soul, do all this kind of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Go against your hood and all this. And I get it. I'm from the hood. I'm from the Bronx, man. Straight up from the slums, eating 5-cent gums, man. Grew up on welfare, all that. Cheese, all that. Government cheese, I grew up on that. I grew up on fucking making grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay, I grew up on bread and water. Okay, I grew up on all that, man.
You got to
Food stamps, all that. Going to Chinese restaurants with food stamps and all that shit. That was me. And I'm not scared to say that because I'm a humble person.
But that
All
made
right.
you who you are, man. That's
That
what's
made me
up.
who I am.
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm sitting here in my second house.
Right.
All my cars is paid off. I don't owe no debt to nobody.
God
That's
damn,
smart.
boy.
You know what I'm saying? I do my thing, man. And I do
Son,
it the legit way. I do it the right way and I do it the smart way. Because if I don't, my kids are not gonna eat. I can't put clothes on their back. All I'm saying is, why not do the best thing for you and yours if the opportunity is there? That's all I'm saying.
right.
That's
That's all I'm
true.
saying.
Oh shit, bro.
And I saw that's what baffled me. That's why I say it's more story. It's more to it than that because it could have been less money. A lot of things be hyped up. It could have been less money, or it can been specifics in the contract that made dude be like, hold on, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing. That's the only thing I can think of. More information gonna come out, like because there's people that's behind the scenes. They're saying that send out a little hint, and if you go to Steven Espinosa Twitter joint, you know what I mean? Because the pressure is on Steven Espinosa, who I think he does a good job, but it's just like you say, you got somebody new in town. You got to step your game up because Showtime, you can get Showtime for like $8.99, I think, or $9.99.
I mean, just like a nigga who's selling you know what I'm saying, some fire weed, nigga. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's going for like 20. You know what I mean? The nigga come through just like, nigga, whatever, nigga. This shit's fire. I get that shit to you for 10 though. Like, damn, nigga, this nigga got some fire shit and that shit is cheaper. You know what I mean? It's just like if somebody coming through with a good product and then they coming with a better offer than the other guy, man. It's just like you said, man, sometimes it's just like you're gonna have to change your shit up, you know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? Just like I say, step your game up. You know what I mean? Step your game up.
Yeah.
Um, hey man, I appreciate y'all coming on, man. I appreciate even the people in the chat. Few of y'all, you know what I'm saying, subbed and everything like that. You know what, man? We got to do like a financial segment one day, man, and just really just get into this financial shit, man, because like Santos, man, you got a lot of knowledge about that, man. Your success is very inspiring. Of course, man, you always come through and when you can, and and just give your take on certain things. But I already knew that, like I'm saying, your idea, especially like with the the YouTube idea, like
Yeah.
I already knew, like, man, that's
Yeah,
genius,
that's brilliant. And
you
it's
know.
coming.
And
Yeah.
so I already knew you had it mentally.
It was just something I thought about. But my thing is, it's not always about money, right? It's about happiness. Because at the end of the day, you could be making
Right.
all the money in the world, but you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? The richest person in the world is not happy. Is what makes you happy, okay? What makes you happy is makes me happy is spending more time with my family, right? I don't like being in traffic and being stuck in traffic for 3 hours, but I gotta do what I gotta do, for
Right.
now, build up my money and then, you know, go where I wanna go, where I really wanna go. And
Hmm.
and do I have to take a pay cut? Yeah, but when you financially secure and you doing a budget, right? You living the right way and having a budget and planning for a rainy day, making more money shouldn't even matter.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
I mean,
Because you had recently what you had the people, the whole government shutdown and all this stuff.
Mm.
And I'm looking, I'm like, how these people, how you miss a check or two and now you fucked up? You can't even
Mm-hmm.
pay the rent
Right.
or nothing like that. How you got kids? It's like if you a responsible adult, right? A responsible adult, you know, you did all the right things. You're a responsible adult. If something happened bad and it's a rainy day, you should have enough money to pay your bills for a whole year. That's what a
Fact.
responsible financial adult does. That's what somebody with proper responsibility does. You plan for the worst and you have a backup for the backup for the backup. Straight up, man.
Mm-hmm. Real shit,
Because
dog.
you can't be living beyond your means, man. Like
Yeah,
certain boxers, they live beyond their means and now they
that's
broke.
true. That's true. You're absolutely correct, man. But you know what, man? To add to that, and then we're gonna shut it down, man, because I gotta eat dinner. Daughter's baking cookies, and I gotta get to it. But you know what, man? It's like one thing I noticed is that not just in boxing, man, but just to bring the awareness to this, man, you gotta know when you got somebody who is treating you like a hoe and trying to pimp you out for their own benefit. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of people, like especially in the sport of boxing, it seems like they in them type of situations, man, where they kind of getting pimped out. Like they may think they are pimping these streets with these females because they got their bread, but really they a hoe to somebody else. And they hoeing out here, they out here selling these fights and making it like it's this and it's that and they're whatever. And we the ones that's paying the money. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So it's like some people have that pimp mentality. Like a lot of these promoters, a lot of these managers, maybe these advisors, you know what I mean? Because we don't ever even fucking see Al Heyman. So who the fuck,
Right.
who are we to say what kind of guy he really is, what his character really is? You
Right.
know, does he have a pimp kind of mentality? Like, you know what? I'm gonna use these niggas are my product. You know, I'm not trying to take a shot at him, but I'm just saying we've seen it in boxing where they have that mentality where it's like, you know what? I'm using them for my own benefit. I'm gonna put them in a position. I got to get my cut. You know, yeah, you're gonna get out there. You're gonna look good. You know, they're gonna love you, but they're gonna pay that money. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to get my money from you. You feel me? So that's the thing about it. What I'm saying, I'm hoping that Wilder is not in that type of situation. Uh, Tank might be in that type of situation. Um, I don't know what situation, but I just see a lot of great talented fighters, in the sport of boxing, that it seems like they being held back, and then they'll turn around. It seems like they pimping us because we paying our money. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, look attractive. Oh wow, ooh, look at the knockouts. You feel me? Ooh, that was sexy. Nah, let me pay the hell yeah. When your next fight, let me drop this money. You know what I'm saying? Let me tip. You know what I mean? So it's like they kind of got that pimp mentality. A lot of them. I see a lot of people. They may seem a certain way, but I just feel like they being used, man. They being pimped out here. You know what I mean? We the ones that's you know what I'm saying, giving them the money. But they taking their money back to you know what I'm saying? They pimp. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because I think some of them kind of being hold out here. You know what I mean? If that even makes sense. But I just think that like y'all was saying, and like how Santos you said, man, you got to go where the grass is greener, do what's best for you and yours, um, and feed your family. But you can't. But sometimes it's even hard for a hoe to lead a pimp because she didn't been loyal to him. You know what I'm saying? And been holding him down so long, and she don't think she can make it out. Make it by herself on her own. I'm just trying to use that analogy. Like a lot of these people,
I mean,
this pimp then put you in so many positions to make money. So you feel like he's responsible for my success. If I leave this man, if I leave this pimp, what am I gonna do out here? How am I gonna eat?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a
I'm
program
reliant. Yeah. You feel like,
game.
yeah, you can't make it unless you got them. Yeah.
So I mean, I just hope that they ain't in that deep where they just feel like I can't even break free from this situation. Like you said, Jalik, like we don't know, man. I might have to go deeper into this shit with the Chronicles because I'll just be like, yo, what the,
We
you know
don't.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah, yeah, man. We got to get into that whole
The
college
financial.
scandal, man. Too.
Oh yeah, we gotta do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I gotta. Yeah, that was. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read the article on that. That's deep
You're
right
talking about
there.
something that happened recent?
Yeah,
Yeah,
couple
man. I
days.
sent it
Yeah,
on the Hangouts, man.
All right, well, I gotta definitely look it up, man, because I've been MIA a little bit with the Hangouts today, the last
Yeah,
few days,
man.
really. So I'm gonna definitely look into it, man. But I mean,
Jalik
hey,
know what I'm talking about. You seen it,
yeah,
right, Jalik?
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, it's weird, man.
When news first broke out, I was like,
I
oh
was
shit,
like,
it's
yo, it's
going
crazy.
down.
It's all over the news. Yep.
Yep.
wow, see, I don't even be watching too much, but I'm gonna definitely look into it, man. But I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat, that smashed the like button, that left comments. Um, you know, Summer Shaw says out him and a shrewd businessman like the rest of these guys. Only difference is we see these guys, you know what I mean? We can see them, look them in the eye, you know what I mean, in the camera. Some of these guys can show up and see them in person. And Summer Shaw said, Black, that's real on that pimping shit. I mean, some people got that mentality, man. I can pick up on it, you know what I mean? And we just don't know what type of situations a lot of these fighters are in to what we question, like, why the fuck wouldn't you take that money? But we
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
don't
Hey,
know.
they don't might not want to leave. They scared. They might be scared to
Yeah,
leave that little situation that they've been in for so long because they loyal to, you know, they loyal to their daddy. But at
yeah.
the end of the day, man, that's really all I got for this one. I'm gonna take the Jay Leon title and I'm gonna probably do that in a separate video because I'm gonna flame that nigga too, bro. I know this
I
shit.
don't know.
Oh my god, man.
He might land a lucky punch though. He might
Okay.
land a lucky punch though.
You better put some money on him then. You feeling like that? You feeling like that? Put some bread on that nigga then, bro. You probably come out from nigga rich, nigga. You gonna
Homeboy
leave
looking shape too though.
on my island.
Benavidez looking shape though. I like Benavidez though. Him and his brother.
Yo, Benavidez. Yeah, man.
I like him.
He
Yeah,
back. He back. He just better not have that white in the system. You feel me?
I know.
But that's really all we got, man. I gotta shut it down, get some grub. And I appreciate y'all, man. Always tuning in, showing support. Remember, if you're catching the playback, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Shout out to my brother Jalik the Leader, always coming through. You know what I'm saying? My co-host. He also supports me on Black Horse Promotions. We do a show episode every Sunday night, 7 Central, 8 on the East Coast. And it's called Student the Game of Life. He came up with the idea, and that should be fire. So y'all got to join us with that. And then my brother Angel Santos, man, coming with that knowledge, breaking down the finances, and you understand it on a deeper level than myself. And
Yeah,
I love to just hear you, you know what I'm saying, break that shit down because I learn. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I know, man. We basically we saying you need to put out some more videos, man. Come out
Yeah.
your hibernation. Put out some more videos, man.
Or when you feel up to it, nigga, just hit us in the hangouts and say, "Yo, Black, I want to talk about this," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, let's kick
Yeah,
it
definitely.
off and
Yeah.
let's chop it up." You feel me? So,
Yeah,
like
yeah, we definitely
you
gotta do it some more, man.
yeah, but you're a family man, so family come first. So whenever you got the free time, ain't no pressure, man. You already know what it is. But
Yeah, definitely, man.
at the end of the day, man, y'all hit that bell icon so y'all know when we kick off another live and upload a video. It's Black Jalik the Leader, Angel Santos. We up out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.
Out.